Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella was kind and beautiful, and she lived with her cruel stepmother and her two selfish stepdaughters after the death of her mother and father. She worked all day serving her stepmother and stepdaughters and lived in the small attic of the house. One day, the kingdom announced a big party in the royal palace, where the prince was looking for a bride. Cinderella wanted to go to the party, but her stepmother refused and ordered her two stepdaughters to prepare for the party while Cinderella stayed home to work. Cinderella was sad and frustrated and sat crying in the garden. Suddenly, a kind fairy appeared to her. The fairy asked Cinderella why she was sad, and when she heard her story, she decided to help her attend the party. Using her magic, the fairy turned Cinderella's shabby clothes into a beautiful gown, and her old shoe into a shiny glass slipper. Then she turned a pumpkin into a luxurious carriage, and the mice into beautiful horses. The fairy warned Cinderella that the magic would end at midnight. Cinderella went to the ball, and she caught the eye with her beauty and elegance. The prince fell in love with her at first sight and spent the whole night dancing with her, but Cinderella did not tell him who she was. When the clock approached midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy's warning and ran quickly out of the palace. In her haste, one of her glass slippers fell on the stairs, but she did not stop to pick it up. The prince searched for the mysterious girl after she left and found nothing but the glass slipper. The prince decided to roam the kingdom to find the owner of the slipper and announced that he would marry the one whose feet fit the slipper. The royal court visited every house in the kingdom to try the shoe on the girl's feet. When they arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepmother and her two stepdaughters tried to wear the shoe, but to no avail. Finally, Cinderella asked to try the shoe, and despite her stepmother's objections, the courtiers allowed her to try it on. The shoe fit perfectly, and Cinderella revealed her true identity. Cinderella was summoned to the palace, where the prince confessed his love for her and proposed to her. Cinderella happily agreed, and they lived happily together. Everyone attended the royal wedding, including the good fairy, who blessed the union. With the magic of true love, the prince and Cinderella lived happily ever after. As for the evil stepmother and her two stepdaughters, they learned a lesson in humility and kindness, and their lives changed for the better. They realized that love and kindness are the path to true happiness. Thus, the story of the beautiful Cinderella, who became a princess after being a servant, ended. Cinderella was a symbol of hope and determination to achieve dreams. Since then, everyone in the kingdom has lived in peace and happiness, inspired by the story of Cinderella, which shows that good always triumphs in the end.